It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Should be a fun Father's Day matchup between the Seattle Mariners and the Oakland A's. The M's will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Brett Anderson starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Here's D. Gordon now. He will lead this one off today. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, man, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, Dero. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. Left side, but well foul. 2-1 now to Gordon. Rounded softly down, and this winds up hitting the first base bag. And they'll recover and get an out on the play. My goodness. A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
You know, Matty, it's interesting. You take a look at the research packet handed out before today's game. And one thing I notice about this lineup is the fact that they're in the bottom third of grounding into double plays. Teams are aware of that type of stuff. Creating good at-bats, not giving that extra out to the defense is huge in creating an environment to be successful throughout the course of a full year.
Here's the first pitch now from Anderson. Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball 1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable. Hey, if he's going to be able to dot up his sinker down and away like that all game, you are in for a situation where you're going to see a lot of ground balls and a lot of weak contact.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
2-2.
Grounded back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept
third.
his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. Throw to first, not in time. A ball and a strike now. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Strike called. Now the throw down. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
Smith, the runner at second with 1 away. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready on 1 and 2. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion now, and they're runners at the corners now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
This one's down to third. Chapman's got it. One there. Relay to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Justice Sheffield, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
Now in the box, Marcus Semien. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Semien.
And this is taken outside for ball one. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. And he lays off for ball 1.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Line to the right side, but this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. Oh, but it's a wide throw to second, and they can't get the out. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Good opportunity for him to add to his season RBI total here, which currently sits as 3rd best in the American League.
Yeah, he's definitely been one of the best run producers in the sport over the last several weeks. I'm sure his teammates are hoping he can keep this up all the way into the fall.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike one.
1-1.
Two and one to the A's first baseman. A base hit into center field. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. And the second runner will stop at third, and they're at the corners now with nobody out.
The designated hitter.
Dan, they didn't come out offensively like gangbusters yesterday. They had a few runs, but today they're able to push one across early.
Boy, and this is, you always want to try to strike first. I think if you look at the stats, teams that score first win a big majority of the time. So they're off to a flying start in this one.
Looking at his lifetime numbers, Davis is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. And that misses 1-1. Sheffield comes at hitters with a good hard fastball, one that's certainly fun to watch.
He's a throwback to kind of guys that he likes his fastball. It's a good fastball, not the best fastball in the game, and he's not afraid to throw it. You know what else, Matty V? He goes right at the hitters.
Runners are at first and third with none out. Two balls and two strikes, the count to Chris Davis.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Waiting on it is Henniger. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Batting fifth.
Job there by
the right
fielder. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
So now it's Mark Hanna. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Yeah, when you're almost hitting guys, that's a sign that you're a little bit too jumpy out there to start the game. So that's a good move by the guy behind the plate to just come out and talk to him and encourage him and settle him down a little bit.
The 1-0 home. Squared that one up just a little late. Line hard, but this is a foul ball. The 1-2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide at first. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
The 2-2 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Fly ball heading for the alley. On the run is Henniger. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. Olsen ignores his coach. He's chugging for home, and he's
Batting sixth.
You always want to
center
spot your
fielder.
pitcher a run or two
Number
early
22.
on, so he has a little bit of wiggle room, but that double, they're up 3-0 and absolutely cruising. If this guy on the mound doesn't find a way to get some outs, he's going to be heading to the showers before some of the fans are even in their seats.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball one. Three runs already home here. And a slider stays outside and he falls behind 2-0.
Yeah, it looks like to me he hasn't quite found that release point so far here in the first inning.
Two-0 count. The pitch down low and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Kenna leads off second with one gone in the inning. Hit in the air down the right field line. Haniger in pursuit, and no one will track it down. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this is on the ground for JP at short. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Infielders
That
are
is
caught
seven.
from the time they hold the
The
glove.
second baseman.
You've got to play the ball and not let the ball play
Pinter.
you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. A ball and a strike. Still only one out in the inning. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
First and second now, 1 man out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Smith. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. The relay, and he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away.
The left
Time now
fielder,
for a glance at Bob
Robbie
Melvin's A's starting lineup. Mark, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
Digging in the switch hitter, Robbie Grossman. And Oakland with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. First pitch on its way. Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line towards center field.
Smith will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. A pathetic 4 errors and 2 men left stranded. We'll move to the 2nd inning here in Oakland. The A's lead this one 3-0. Next for Seattle, Domingo Santana comes in today, leading the American League in batting for the season.
What a season this guy's having. He leads the league in on-base percentage, so he's mixing in some hits. He's also drawing some walks. A great combo. Any way you slice it, this guy knows how to get on base.
Here's the first pitch to him. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the Mariners have dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
Toward the gap in right center, this is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And the Mariners have something going right away. It's a leadoff double. So he's in the second with a double here to kick off the 2nd inning. And you can see the M's leaderboard in that category right there, as he currently finds himself 3rd best on the squad. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
Here it comes on 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. Chapman brings it in. And there's 1 down now.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. Hey, guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
Here's the 3rd baseman now, Kyle Seager, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First offering on its way. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Santana, the runner at second with 1 away. And he doesn't get much on the swing here as this is pulled down the first base line. Hooking just foul by a matter of inches that time.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Check the swing there, and Larry Bullard says he held up just enough. Ball 1. This one's down to 3rd. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting 8th, the catcher, Omar Narvaez.
Stepping in, Omar Narvaez. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. He's set. Here it comes. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. A bouncer up the middle. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 1 left for Seattle. They trail in this one 3-0. at the plate, Nick Hundley.
Leading off
One
for
of the
the
keys to
A's,
securing a win,
the catcher,
they want to keep the pressure
Nick
on and try to build that
Hundley.
lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Hundley, the former San Francisco Giant, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Here it is on 3-0. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there.
Great job on those last two pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 3-1. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, he had a rough first inning, and now the leadoff single to start this second does
the
not
batter,
bode
number
well
10,
for this pitcher.
shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Digging in to try it again, Marcus Semien. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. Set and the pitch in there for strike 1.
Man, I really like the way this lineup is making this guy work today. You're going to see the bullpen getting going here soon.
Semien in an 0-2 hole here.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And guys, we'd be
Now
remiss
batting,
if we didn't
third.
focus on the Gold Glover at second base, D. Gordon. He can beat you in so many ways on the base pass, but let's not kid ourselves. Athleticism allows him to make some pretty special plays on the defensive side of the ball.
Stepping up to the plate, Matt Chapman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. The 1-2. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. To Gordon for 1. To Encarnacion, who's got it, and that retires the side. Nothing doing there for the A's, but they lead it 3-0. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford.
Leading off for the Mariners,
and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he will make a quick basket catch behind the plate for the first
The
out.
batter, number
So
9.
with one away, a couple
Second
of teams
base,
out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. One gone now in the Mariners' third inning. And up next, the speedy D. Gordon. First pitch of the at-bat. In there, no balls and a strike.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Behind 0-2 now. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got to hurry, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, the center fielder, Mallex Smith.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Mallex Smith. Now the pitch. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
2-0 now. Line towards center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. He was in a position to wait for his pitch on 2-0, and he got it to keep the inning hot.
Up next,
nice
for
piece
Seattle,
of hitting right there.
the right
Two-seam
fielder,
fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it.
Senator.
Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark, that's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
In now, Mitch Haniger. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0. There goes Smith. Pitch misses low. The throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
2 balls and a strike.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually, a quality take.
To 2-2 now.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Long throw to the plate, and he is in there with their first run, and it's cut to 3-1 now. Well, due to the elite speed, some say he's in scoring position even when he's starting from first. And here Showtrack demonstrates why, as we see the incredible top speed as he came around to score pretty easily from second. Standing in now, Edwin Encarnacion, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Slapped hard the opposite way. Kenna is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. M's pick up a run on 2 hits. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the A's 3 and the Mariners 1. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. Looking at the advanced data, our researchers found that about 9 of 10 swings are resulting in some sort of contact today, which is well above Major League average. The result has been a lot of balls in play, a lot of hits, and solid run production, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off for the A's,
stepping
the
into
first
the box,
baseman,
Matt Olson. He
Matt
came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. And here's a slider for a called strike. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
So with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League West as you find where the Mariners find themselves entering play today. Here's Chris Davis now. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
A nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. Third inning here, 3-1 our score. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
You know, it takes
the right
a lot
fielder,
of
number
discipline
20,
to watch a pitch like
Mark.
that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Mark Canha. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Well hit to right, but no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Davis stands at first with 1 out. Still even at 2-2. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Stephen Piscotty will come on now and run at first base following the injury. So runners at first and second here with 1 away.
Now
and
batting.
Up next will be
Number
Ramon
22.
Laureano. Here's the first pitch to him. Tight break with the slider there, catches the inside for a strike. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. The 1-1. Hard on the ground towards short. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the
Now
play.
batting, second baseman.
Boy, you know,
Yeah.
Dero, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down, to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
This is in the air out to right. Waiting on it is Henniger. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. A's strand a couple, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Your
Stephen
attention,
Piscotty
please.
will stick around as he'll take over in right
for the
field.
Athletics. Now playing right field, number 25, Stephen
So
Piscotty.
digging in now, Domingo Santana. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat
Leading
with
off for
another big
Seattle,
hit right here.
The left
Well, he
fielder,
got a good pitch to hit
Domingo
last time up. Looked for it up
Santana.
in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the
Now
frame.
batting,
And sometimes
designated
when you're
hitter,
down like there,
Ryan
you've got to find a way to
Healy.
spark your offense any way you can. Now they've got the leadoff man on base and the starter working from the stretch. We'll see if this ignites them a little bit.
Stepping in now, Ryan Healy, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Outside for a ball, 1-1. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. From the belt, the pitch. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. So with a runner at first and one gone, time
now
to bring in our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. Into the box, Kyle Seager. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Down the first baseline. Santana leads off first with one away. Hit hard up the middle. There's one. On to first, and it's another double play. They're second in the first 4 innings as that one will retire the side. Mariners go down quietly there. Score holds. It's 3-1. Standing in, Robbie Grossman.
Leading off for the A's,
out in his first
the left fielder.
This is when you start
Robbie
to lose your mind a little bit.
Grossman.
You know you're in a slump as you walk to the plate. You finally do something good and barrel something up, and it's right at somebody.
And a change up here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. And that misses. 2-1. The 2-1 home is a fastball that misses.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
The 3-2 pitch. Ground ball left side. Seager fields it cleanly. And a good throw gets him one gone.
The catcher, number 3, Nick Hundley.
At the plate, Nick Hundley, a base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting the showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap.
The batter, number 10.
Pitches like that in the show get absolutely hammered.
Simeon.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
Up next for Oakland, the third baseman, Matt.
Here comes the Seattle skipper on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Roenis Elias answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Roenis Elias.
Matt Chapman will be his first assignment here, as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Smith ranging back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. The relay throw, and he is in there at third safely, so there are runners at the corners with two away.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt
Olson. Matt Olson, a hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
Behind 0-2 now.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Not fooled there, as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And that'll float the runner from third, as with that the lead swells to 4-1. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
The batter, number 2.
The beat goes on with
designated
this guy,
hitter
in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Into the box, Chris Davis, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Elias, a former Red Sox. He was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
1-1. Here it is. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep into the second deck and gone. Certainly a tape measure shot there, as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
Up next for Oakland,
Outfielder
right
Stephen
fielder,
Piscotty, the next to hit, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 264 is average entering play. 5 homers, 26 RBIs. windup and the 0-1. Slow little grounder left side. Seager charging this one. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We're through 4, and the lead is stretched to 7-1. Leading off the inning, Omar Narvaez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Swing and a liner. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, J.P. Crawford. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. The 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Finally, they show some signs of life. These guys have been swinging the bats like they're underwater or something. But a single and a double, and now they've got runners on second and third. We'll see if they can cash them in.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Stepping in now, D. Gordon, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No hits to this point. Ball 1.
I got a ball.
Navarez at third. Crawford stands at second. No outs. Swing and a liner, but foul. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one. Now a good throw comes into the infield, so that'll force the second runner to hold on over at third base.
Malik Smith.
You'd have thought someone had a radar gun on him with the effort he put into that throw. That's a cannon of an arm right there.
Malik Smith the next to hit. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box now, Mitch Haniger, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Line drive to center field. And he's able to reach down and put this one away. Great concentration there for the second out. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send him. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the power bat of Edwin Encarnacion. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In the dirt. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here.
And I think that's the case of the pitcher being a little too preoccupied with the speed at first. He lost focus on making the pitch and throws an absolute scud. The irony, of course, is the runner's now on second, and he didn't even have to steal.
Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Well, obviously not biting on the first 2, so it looks as though they'll just go ahead and wave him down to first base for free here.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, Domingo Santana, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Looking to minimize the damage here. Ball 1. 3 runs, 7 hits, and 4 errors for these guys so far. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Line to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. Gordon blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate as they close the gap to 3 now. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. In now the Mariners DH, Ryan Healy. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Here's the first pitch now from Anderson. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Healy has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike. Encarnacion over at second. Santana on at first with 2 down. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty's there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors, and 2 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the A's 7 and the M's 4. Striding in for Oakland, Ramon Laureano.
Leading off for the A's, the center fielder, number 22.
Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball is in there for strike one. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. Just off the plate and high, ball one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2. Struck him out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Chad Pinter.
So the base is empty here with one away. And up next, the ever versatile Chad Pinder. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses for ball one. 7 runs, an equal number of hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Navarez has it, and a good throw just beats him. Pinder is retired, 2 down now.
The left fielder, number 8.
It's fair to say that early on at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. Here's Robbie Grossman regarding his previous meetings with Roenis Elias. He's gone 2 for 5. First pitch on its way. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. So far on the year, Grossman is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Line toward the gap in left center. But he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. A's are gone in order. They hold a 7-4 lead. Ready once again, Kyle Seager. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame.
Seager.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. A windup and the 0-1. Swinging a hard liner to center field, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
Into the box, Omar Narvaez, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left.
Sometimes you just got to tip your hat to the offense right there. Nice
The
piece
batter,
of hit.
number 3.
Executed his pitch
Shortstop.
away again, but the hitter was able to stay on
Crawford.
time.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. In now, J.P. Crawford. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. In the air now out to left field. And that's going to fall for a base hit.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with
The
that
batter,
single.
number 9.
Bases
Second
are
baseman.
loaded, yet no runs have scored in this
Gordon.
inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And that's going to be the end now for Brett Anderson. So as he leaves, he stands to perhaps be the winning pitcher here, unless, of course, all 3 runners come around to score, in which case he'd get a no decision.
Your
Ryan
attention,
Buchter
please.
is summoned in the
Now
toughest
pitching for the
situation a
A's.
reliever can face.
Number
Bases
52,
loaded, nobody out.
Ryan Buchter.
Standing in now, D. Gordon. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Has a look, now the pitch. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Gordon ahead, 3 balls and a strike.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Seager on third. Navarez at second. Crawford on at first with nobody out. Now the 3-2 pitch. Line toward right center. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get 2 and possibly all 3 home. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. That makes it 7-5 now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Malik Smith.
So striding in, Malik Smith, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. tight spot. Bases loaded, nobody out. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Piscotty's there for it. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And he will get in there safely, and that will certainly make things more interesting. It's 7-6 now.
Great
now
work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
So stepping in, Mitch Haniger, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
Your attention, please.
Takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
From the belt, the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Piscotty moves over. 2 down. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base.
The first baseman, Edwin Encarnacion.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time.
And they'll have to kind of come after him this time. No good reason for walking him right here.
And here's indication from the dugout of an intentional pass, and that will load the bases here and set up the force at the plate.
The left fielder, Domingo.
Digging in and looking for more, Domingo Santana, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Slapped hard the opposite way, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Oakland is on top in this one, 7-6. At the plate, Nick Hundley. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
The catcher, Nick Hundley.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. To 1-2 now. The pitch. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the run is Smith, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
Runner at second now. Nobody out. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Semien. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
A ball and a strike. Hundley leads off second with nobody out. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
That's ball
3-1. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Now batting, the third baseman, Matt.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And up next, the power-hitting third baseman, Matt Chapman. First delivery to him on the way. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
So one gone for the A's in their half of the sixth, and that brings in the big power-hitting first baseman, Matt Olson. First offering on its way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Santana has it in his tracks. 2 down.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter,
Chris Davis will stride in again as first will flash it back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ball game to this point. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. One ball, no strikes. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. The set and the 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. From the stretch, the 1-2, and it's fouled away. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. A's strand a couple. They'll try and hold him in the field now. It's 7-6. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. It's been a high-scoring affair thus far as we take a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Soria
your
is on to
attention,
pitch
please.
from the bullpen now to
Now
start inning number 7.
Number 48, Joaquin Soria.
Plate now is the designated hitter, Ryan Healy. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line to the right side, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Now batting.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
Into the box now, Kyle Seager, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Lifetime numbers against Soria. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. The 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. The 2-1 on its way. 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Grossman is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Up next for Seattle, the catcher, Omar Narvaez.
Striding in, Omar Narvaez. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a liner. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. He pulls this one into right. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And this will be off the wall out near the 3:30 marker. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Wow, how quickly things can turn around in this game. He gets the first 2 outs in the inning, and he looks like he's on cruise control, thinking that he'll get out of the inning without even breaking a sweat. But then a single and a double, and now he's stuck with runners on 2nd and 3rd.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, D. Gordon. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
You can tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. The set and the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
The payoff pitch. Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to first to be in time, and the Mariner rally gets turned away as the inning is over. Mariners leave a couple, trying to hold them in the field now. It's 7-6.
Your
Dan
attention,
Altavilla
please.
gets the call from the
Now
pen to take over
Seattle,
on the mound and start the
number
home
53,
seventh.
Dan Altavilla.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Stephen
Leading off
Piscotty.
for
He's
the
0
A's,
for 1 after grounding
the right
out in his
fielder,
only trip to the plate so
Stephen
far.
Piscotty.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1. Hot shot on the ground to short. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Now batting, number 22.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ramon Laureano. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. 1 out, nobody on. Line drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do
Now
everything you can to
second
add to the
baseman.
lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so a double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Digging in, Chad Pinder. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
From the stretch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Altavilla has thrown a little over 50 innings with a dominant sub-3 ERA, good by anybody's standards. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Off speed pitch, just missed inside. Now a wave and a miss. Looked like the slider there. The 1-2 is low and outside for a ball.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
The 2-2 skied into straightaway right. Waiting on it is Henniger. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. And he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right, so he's 90 feet away now.
The left fielder, number 8, Robbie Grossman.
Into the box now, Robbie Grossman. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Laureano on third with 2 out. Ball and a strike.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
1-1. Here it is. Popped him up. Gordon over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The A's lead it 7-6.
Your attention,
Trevino
please.
has been summoned from
Now
the bullpen as he'll do
A's.
so to start the 8th.
Number 62, Lou Trevino.
Into the box now, Malik Smith.
Leading off for
2
the
hits
Mariners,
in 3 at-bats
the
for
center
him in this
fielder,
one.
Malik Smith.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Now here it comes. And he takes strike 2.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
That's a good pitch right there, but you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
The Scotty is there, 1 away.
Now batting.
Well, this has
right
been a
fielder,
bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Digging in once again, Mitch Haniger. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Here's the 0-1. Fouled off. Ready with the 0-2. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Getting late in the day here, and as this has been a long one, we check out our line score to this point. The scoreboard operator's going to sleep well tonight because, as you can see, he's been a pretty busy man through the first 7 and change. So here's the cleanup hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Fouled away. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. Down a run in a tight one. It's 7-6.
Ladies
Sam
and gentlemen,
Tuivalala
your
will come
attention,
on to
please.
make his 40th
Now
appearance
pitching
this
for
season.
Seattle, number 26, Sam Tuivalala.
Stepping into the box, Nick
The
Hundley.
Athletic.
He's got 3 hits,
The catcher.
including a double to this
Nick
point.
Hundley.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. The Mariners are looking for the sweep in this game, as we mentioned earlier, but trailing by 1. They're going to need to come from behind to do it.
This one's still well in striking distance, only trailing by 1 going late on to the game. They just need a bloop and a blast or some kind of extra base hit. This one's far from over.
The 0-2 delivery. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be
The
scored,
batter, number 10,
looking or
shortstop,
swinging. He tried to
Marcus
check the swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Stepping in now, Marcus Semien, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. The 0-1 delivery. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
0-2, here it comes. There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And he'll put this away for the 2nd out.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Now at the plate, Matt Chapman. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
He's set. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Skied into straightaway right. Waiting on it is Haniger. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the A's, as they still cling to a 7-6 lead.
Your
Blake
attention,
Trinan
please.
comes on from the pen,
Now
hoping to
pitching
finish
for the
this one
Athletic,
off here in the top of the 9th.
number 39, Blake Trinan.
Domingo Santana, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
The left fielder, Domingo Santana.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit towards center. Laureano is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
And a step off. Into the box, Ryan Healy. And it's fouled away. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Comes set and the 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Line to the right side. But right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Now to the plate, Kyle Seager. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is off the corner and low, ball one. It's Brett Anderson in line for the victory, barring a ninth inning collapse here. The 1-0. Bends into the zone for a strike. The 1-1. And there's a called strike two, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe. And unfortunately, he let that one go. And he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Their count now at 2-2. And now this crowd, announced at around 22,000, comes to their feet. And this is a strike three called, and a bit of a questionable ending there as the ball game is over.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
And this afternoon's closes at a one-run game, 7-6 today. The Athletics jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Brett Anderson wins his third of the season. Justice Sheffield couldn't escape the fourth inning as he slapped with the loss. Blake Trinan earns the save out of the bullpen, his 17th on the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First, for the victorious Athletics, 7 runs on 9 hits. 1 error. They left 9 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 43 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, Chris Davis drove in 4 as Oakland took down the Mariners 7-6. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. As of right now, the A's are in second place in the AL West, while the Mariners are 4th in the division. The Tampa Bay Rays allowed only 5 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Angels 2-1. Entering the day's action, the Rays are in 3rd place in the AL East, while the Angels sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division. The Houston Astros launched 3 home runs as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 7-5. At the start of the day, the Astros are in first place in the AL West, and the Blue Jays sit in fourth place in the American League East Division. The Reds combined to give up just 5 hits as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 7-2. As of today, the Reds are in second place in the NL Central, and the Rangers are in last place in the AL West. The Boston Red Sox completed a 3-game series sweep as they beat the O's in Baltimore 1-0. Heading into the day, the Orioles are in last place in the AL East, and the Red Sox are second in the division. The White Sox sent 3 balls into the seats as they defeated the visiting Yankees 8-5. Entering the day's action, the White Sox are in second place in the AL Central, while the Yankees are atop the American League East Division. The Indians had 12 hits as a team as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 12-2. As of right now, the Tigers are in fourth place in the AL Central, while the Indians are atop the division. The Minnesota Twins brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 4-2. The win was their 6th in a row. In the standings, the Twins are in third place in the AL Central, and the Royals are 4th in the division. Jerry Blevins got win number 1 on the year as Atlanta downed the Phillies 2-1. Heading into the day, the Braves sit in second place in the National League East Division, while the Phillies are atop the division. Adam Frazier launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total as the Pirates pushed past the Marlins 10-6. He is among the NL leaders in triples. Entering the day's action, the Marlins are in last place in the NL East, and the Pirates sit in fourth place in the National League Central Division. Matt Adams grabbed 3 runs driven in as the Nationals pushed past the Diamondbacks 5-4. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. At the start of the day, the Nationals are in third place in the NL East, while the Diamondbacks sit in fourth place in the National League West. The Mets finished off the 4-game sweep as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 3-2. As of today, the Mets sit in fourth place in the National League East Division, and the Cardinals are in last place in the NL Central. The San Diego Padres amassed 14 hits in the game as they secured the win in extras against the Rockies 2-0. In the standings, the Rockies are in first place in the NL West, and the Padres are third in the division. Javier Baez was a major force at the plate, driving in 4, helping the Cubs down the Dodgers 9-2. He is currently among the NL leaders in runs batted in. As of right now, the Dodgers sit in second place in the National League West Division, and the Cubs are in first place in the NL Central. The Milwaukee Brewers held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 3-0. Entering the day's action, the Giants are in last place in the NL West, and the Brewers sit in third place in the National League Central Division. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.